Is consolidating debt a good idea? Hi, this is Justin from Money Bootcamp. Today's personal finance question comes in from one of our Facebook fans. The question today is consolidating debt a good idea? When it comes to consolidating debt, people have very strong opinions, but these are not always warranted. A lot of people have the idea that consolidating debt is just taking lots of hard to pay loans and making one impossible to pay loan. In a lot of cases, this can be a bit harsh, so let's take a look at this honestly. If you built up a lot of loans, credit cards, whatever it is, and if you found you've got to the point where you're a bit in trouble, so something might have changed, you might have lost a job, or actually your commissions, your bonus didn't come in as expected, hours in work might have decreased, you might have had something that's affected your income, or actually you've just built up too many loans and it's getting hard to pay them off. So what does consolidating debt mean? Consolidating debt is where you take all of your little loans and you put them into one loan. The idea here is to make your debts more payable. So if you have different loans, say you have 2 credit cards and they're both at 17% and you have another loan at 10% and you have another loan at 12%, you might be struggling with the payments on these. But if you can get one large loan that is at a lower interest rate and over a longer period, you can actually make this a lower payment monthly because your interest payments are going to be longer and possibly your term is longer. So you might have a set period where you're paying this off, but it's going to be much more payable at all times of that period than the multiple loans you have at the moment. The credit card point is a really big one here for a lot of people who are consolidating loans. If you find you have some credit card debt built up and it's gotten unmanageable, the interest rates here are going to be a lot higher than you would have on a normal longer term loan. So if you got a 2, 3, 5 year, 10-year loan even, it's going to be far more payable because the interest rate is going to be probably at least half what you're paying for your credit card. When is consolidating debt a good idea and when might it be beneficial for you? If you've just gotten in a sticky situation, consolidating your debt can actually just buy you some time. It can make your payments far more manageable so you can get to a point where you're better off. It can take the payments that you have that may just be a little bit too much for you to be able to live and make them more doable, make it more payable because they're lower payments each time. And then, as we said before, you can often get better interest rates by consolidating your loan. Here are the good reasons. Let's now look at when it might be a bad reason to consolidate a loan. If you're not going to be able to turn it around, if you're never ever actually going to be able to turn it around, then it's going to be a bad idea to consolidate your loans. If you're at a point where you have lost your job permanently, if you're ill, if you're no longer able to work, if something has happened in your life that means you're never going to be able to get back to work for whatever reason, then consolidating a loan is just actually kicking it down the road. You might have to talk to your lenders and let them know that you can't pay or go about the insolvency proceedings, whatever it is. If there isn't a way that you're ever going to be able to pay back, then consolidating your loan is probably not going to help you at all. That's it. What you need to do here is assess your situation, your personal situation, and see where you're at. If you're at a point where you just have too many payments, you've gotten carried away with your loans, your interest rates are too high, it can be very beneficial for you to consolidate your loans. So look at your personal situation, see where you're at, and then if you think it's going to help, that's when you can look into taking action and consolidating your loans. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with anyone you think will find it helpful. If you have your own personal finance question, send it to us. We make a new video every Friday. Money Bootcamp, learn money, live better.